there's the man in the moment, though, Alex Uranga. Yeah, looking pretty relaxed. He's just kicking out there.
Can't believe it. This guy is definitely an animal. He's running on instincts now. And by the looks of that kicking and paddling, he's going straight to the peak, and he's going to play ball with these guys. And I'm going to be we all should keep an eye on him just to make sure he comes out of the water okay. So out in the water currently, who do we got?
Yeah, so amazing. In the red, we've got Gilherme Tamega. We all know GT. We've got Ben Player, and that's the buzzer, Manny. We're about to start. And then we've got Alex Uranga and the local man, Charly, Chapelet, in blue. Like, he's just a super talent as well. So this is going to be, for me, one of the heats of the round. And, GT, we spoke about it earlier, finished fourth in the first round. He couldn't find his rhythm. And very surprising, and so he really needs a strong result here. I think Ben's coming off a second, so he'd like another strong finish. Alex the first, and Charly Chapelet, he also came second. So all these guys have got a bit of form on the board, and let's see what they bring.
It's Gilherme Tamega who's in the hot seat right now because he placed fourth in his first heat, so he needs a first. He needs a first.
Basically, yeah. If he gets a second, he puts a lot of pressure on himself going into the final round tomorrow. So just to recap for any new viewers out there, the way this format works is we have GT on the water, on the wave. He's nice spin, looking a lot more fluid in this wave, and found a nice roll, just getting into his rhythm. He'd be happy with that, Manny.
Well, everybody seems like they're catching the inside wave and setting it up for that inside section if that outside part of the wave isn't doing anything, and that inside section has been delivering. Here's another look at Gilherme Tamega's wave.
Look at his GT. Said he sat there and he found that lip, done a nice roll. I think, look, he said he couldn't find his rhythm in round one, so I'm sure he just wanted to get that first wave under the belt. Not too high risk, and just get some points on the board. Now he'd be feeling, I think the confidence levels would be up, and let's see what else he can produce. But good start for GT, and only a minute 30 into the heat.
I'm going to say it's going to be coming in at an average score of a 5, no more than 6 points. So it's a nice solid wave. Here we go, up and riding, Charly Chapelet.
The local man in blue says the wind's into it a little bit, and it's only a smaller one, but he finds a nice section to roll there and banks it round. Not a high scoring wave, but again, potential keeper, gets him on the board. And but look, these conditions are a bit hot and cold, but we saw that last heat. It was amazing, the level of variety and the level of scores. And so we had a 9.75 drop, and so the scoring potential's there, Manny.
It's anybody's ball game with 25-minute heats out in the water. I mean, there's plenty of time for people to come back at the last few minutes and change it up a little bit. But right now, Gilherme Tamega and Charly Chapelet, with 3 minutes into this 25-minute heat, are the first ones to put some scores onto the scorecards.
Yeah, and so we had that very moving tribute earlier, but the wind seems to be, looks quite strong. You look out there, you see a few of the white caps, but it is cross shore. So once the guys get a decent set roll through, the face is clean. There's a section to hit, and we're just having a bit of a play here. And Manny's pulled up the leaderboard so far for the first two. But before we do that, let's talk about another tragedy in the sport. And look, Manny's is one that's close to a lot of our hearts, but Eddie Solomon, a real legend of the sport, had done a lot as a professional bodyboarder, and then more recently as a leading industry figure with his business. Back to Eddie in a sec. Alex Uranga.
Yes, so there we have Alex Uranga, who obviously is battered and beaten with an injured collarbone and just a cut-up face, and here he is still trying to put something together on the inside where it's super shallow, still going for those big air maneuvers. Alex Uranga, he's definitely possessed, and yes, taking another look on the inside section.
And look, he goes in that and does a nice ARS air roll spin. Again, keep in mind the injuries this guy's doing. He lands that cleanly, and we have a GT on the right. Pulls into the barrel. Can he get out of there? It looked like it opened up for him, man. He just couldn't get out.
It looked like he was going to come right through the doggy door, but did not. I don't know what happened. His legs must have got caught by the shockwave or the whitewash. But very, very surprised he didn't come out of that barrel.
Yeah, again, so we said GT's a little bit out of rhythm today, but again, that was a tough wave. He did well to get where he was on it, and but going back to the scores firstly, so GT's first wave has dropped, still waiting for the second wave, but he's currently the heat leader with a 5.5. Alex Uranga a 4.85 for his first wave. Charly Chapelet 3.0, and BP Ben Player yet to get a score on the board, but still 20 minutes to go, and I'm sure Ben's got a very clear strategy, and he's just waiting for the right wave. So GT's second wave, that barrel that he didn't quite make, has dropped, and so he now has a combined score of 7.05. And let's see. And who we have there? It looks like Dallas, after doing such a great job on the commentary, he's just tuning out for a while and just chilling. He's got his heat coming up, and he needs a good result, and so he's just getting in the zone, relaxing, and it's quite hot. You can see there. You can see the riders trying to get out of the sun. So there, I think you've got Kingy there in the background getting ready for his heat. But yeah, the riders trying to escape the sun. It's good. Probably late 20s in the degrees, 26, 28 degrees, I'd say, Manny.
You got me on that one. I don't know Celsius.
Oh yeah.
I'm from America, where they're still a little behind the times, still using the imperial system for whatever reason. So look at these waves.
Yeah, wow, some sets coming through. Hey, let's see if anyone's in position for these, because. But as we've mentioned earlier, it's not necessarily the set waves of the highest scoring potential. You can see one. Oh, the GT hopped on it. We missed the start of the wave, but he's lining up a section. It's got a nice wall running along. Doesn't want anything to do with it.
No. So Gilherme trying to make something happen, but not much there. Wave selection is going to be vital coming down to the wire here at the end of the day. The wind is still high, picked up, but you know what? Some of the waves are coming in pretty solid, especially the rights. If you get a nice, clean right, who knows what you can pull off. We've seen Magno Oliveira in that last heat with a big air roll spin, landing perfectly, but everybody's going on the lefts, safe, secure. But the rights, when they come in, they could be pretty solid.
Yeah, we heard Jared Houston earlier talking about the rights. It's a good scoring potential, super shallow, and it's a pretty dangerous paddle out. But he's BP, Ben Player with his first wave. He's getting plenty of speed, looking for the section, and nothing on offer. He shows his frustration there, but...
Oh, now he has to paddle out, and look at this. It is, I believe, Charly Chapelet in the blue jersey, the local wild card. Not much to work with either. I mean, you can see... probably almost a repeat of what just Ben went through, where you just cutting, carving, waiting for that lip section to form up in front of you, and nothing is being delivered by Mother Nature. So Charly and Ben Player making it back out to the lineup. Yeah,
look, as we said, Benny, it's all about wave selection. There's waves coming through, you're just choosing the right ones. And so it was only last heat where the average combined heat score was sort of north of 15 points. So there's scoring potential there, and we see someone slip under the. And who is that? It's in the white. We have BP. Snuck out the doggy door, as you call it. He got a nice little barrel and snuck out the front, and I think that'll probably be a keeper for him. But
he was on his way out when he turned around and grabbed that one.
I said sometimes those medium-sized ones, the little bit squarer, that present that nice bowly section, and BP took full advantage of it. And let's see what the judges thought about it.
Well, if you guys are bodyboarders, if you guys are watching right now the live feed, if you want to know what these guys have to go through, next time you guys go out for a bodyboard session, paddle as hard as you can, catch as many waves as you can in 25 minutes. And at the end of the 25 minutes, you'll see what it feels like. Now do that again. That's what these guys are doing today. 2 25-minute heats where they go 110% each time they touch the water. So right now, currently, Gilherme Tamega leading the charge with a 5.5 and a 1.55, and that's a combined total of his top two scoring waves of a 7.05. Now, again, earlier we just had a tribute to Matthew Schiller, who has passed a few days ago, but it just reminded me of all the friends that have passed recently, and it's pretty shocking. And Eddie Solomon, one of those guys, and it's a shame to see some of our friends just to pass.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I touched on earlier, Eddie was a real personality in the sport of bodyboarding. He proved himself as a rider, and then later was a very successful industry leader in the bodyboarding industry with his own shops and brands. Unfortunately, Eddie passed away, losing his fight to cancer, and left behind his son Eddie Jr. and his wife and family. Tragedy. And look, it's very important. You see here on the screen, we've got the details there where you can donate to the Eddie Solomon Foundation. That's to provide ongoing funding and support for his family. So it's so hard. You've got how expensive it is to run a family, and when you've got a young child, they're going to need all the help they can get. And if the bodyboarding community can help out, it would be much appreciated. But back to the event, we've got Alex Uranga spinning his way into these. Manny, what's he got for us?
Again, this guy is definitely possessed. He's out there with an injured collarbone and taped up face from hitting the reef earlier. So Alex Uranga, by far an animal within, and just out there putting together something that for sure, I would not be out there with a beat up body as he has. That's for sure. I'd be on the beach in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, no, I think majority of us would, Manny. But yeah, Alex, look, he's already pretty much booked himself a seat in the in next year's World Tour. He won the GQS 6-star event in Ferrol. He won the trials here. But back to Alex in a sec. We have GT looking at one which doesn't have much to offer, unfortunately. So GT, the current heat leader with 7.05. Second place in white, we have Ben Player with a combined score of 6.75. Charly Chapelet is in the blue with a 5.9, and Alex Uranga, he looks like some scores just dropping. Manny, there's Alex there before he cut his face up on the reef. And look, he said he's always only a young guy, and said he's from the Basque country, very proud man. And but his scores just dropped. Well, it's still dropping, sorry, but it looks like it's going to be enough to push him through into first place. So believe it or not, we spoke about it. You mentioned the scenario where he might just go out there and get the 1 point. At the moment, he's chasing another 6.
Yeah.
So, he's still waiting for scores to drop, but I think that last wave will be enough to push him into first position. And amazingly, Alex Uranga has, with all those injuries we've spoken about, has moved to first position in this heat. So let's wait and see for the judges lock it in, but it's just amazing, Manny.
It's hard going, getting this started. I mean, the last heat, there was a ton of waves that were caught, and the lowest combined total score was a 14.05 from Jeff Hubbard. And right now, these guys are struggling just to get anywhere close to that. But again, the last heat, everybody was getting big scores and big points. This heat, everybody's getting lower score, low points. So it's all relative. Look at this guy right here, Damien King, getting ready, but on the outside, Ben Player
tries to dig the body in to get around that one, Manny. But those sets, they're a bit of an illusion, really. They look good, but I haven't seen many scores being dropped on those sets when they're caught. So BP couldn't pull around that one and has to paddle back out. But you saw that next heat. You saw Damien King warming up. And another exciting heat. You've got look at those sets rolling in. So they're the ones you want.
You're probably wondering why aren't the guys way deep catching these waves. Well, these are freak sets, and you'll notice by the time they get in front of the judges area, they pretty much flatten out and there's nothing there. But that wave actually looks pretty good. That thing came out all the way from the point, making it to the inside. But again, those were freak sets coming out at the point. The guys are playing it safe and just waiting where it's more consistent, where the wind is not really affecting it too much. So these guys have their work cut out for them in these conditions. Damien King getting ready.
Yeah, Damien King said he got second place in the first round. He's got some tunes in the ears at the moment, just getting himself focused for the next heat. He faces the local hero and current world champion, Amaury Laverne. Jeff Denui, amazing story we'll touch on once we get there. Who's he got on there? The Razor's Edge. What's he? No, we can't hear that, Kingy. But anyway, there we have GT, another big, powerful roll. He needs a 4.7 on this wave to move back to first place, and he's doing everything in his power to make that happen. So a good score there.
A little bouncy on the inside as he leaves that wave, but that's because it's getting so close to the reef on the inside. I mean, you can see how shallow it is, and it's not that much deeper, right, where these guys are doing these big maneuvers. Look at this, Gilherme Tamega on this replay.
Well, I said he opens up with a nice strong roll right in the section there, which the judges like that. Many early on in the wave, pushes along and then gets out another roll. So GT, we mentioned he's just finding his rhythm and he's building his way into this heat. But he needed a 4.7 on that wave to move back into first place, and waiting for the scores to drop. But it looks like they're dropping now, Manny, and GT back in first place.
I think, I think you're right. It's going to be in the higher fives, around the fives, and it's going to definitely put him back into first place. And you're right, there it is.
Yeah. So here we go. 10 minutes 30 remaining in this heat, and in first place we have the Brazilian powerhouse Gilherme Tamega. Second place, the courageous Alex Uranga from Basque Country, and in third, Ben Player from Australia, and in fourth, the local man Charly Chapelet. As said, still 10 minutes to go, very close. Anyone can win here, so it's very open, Manny. It's too early to call.
Do we have a Basque translator on site so we can figure out how to translate the beast in Basque? So we can start calling Alex Uranga the beast. This guy is an animal. He's actually beaten, and he's out there right now. Here, up and riding in white, Ben Player on one of those rights.
Yeah, these have got high scoring potential, and there he goes. Nice flip out of there. Can he pull it round? Oh, he's fighting in the wash, but unfortunately he can't do that. And then the local man, Charly Chapelet, picks off a set. This one looks like it's got some potential, Manny. Let's see what he can do. Plenty of speed, and busts a nice tweaked invert.
Wow, I don't know if you can hear it in our microphones, but as soon as this guy even looks at a wave, the whole crowd erupts and cheers for him. And unfortunately, not a really high-scoring wave on that one. I mean, he did get a little projection off that invert, but Charly Chapelet, I would very interesting to see once he gets a really good wave where he can just get nuts. But check this out, Charly Chapelet.
Yeah, and look nice. He got his speed up, took himself to the section, hit it nicely. Good projection out there. You know, he tweaked the invert. He rode out of it. You know, you compare that to what's been ridden today. I think that's this heat especially, the scores have been hard to come by, and he's done a good job. So he's currently in fourth place. Needs a 7.2 to move into second. A 6.2 to move into second, and I'm not sure if he'll get that. But here we have the local man himself, Charly Chapelet. It said, man, he did an amazing performance in Chile.
Yes, I mean, that's where he put his name into the hat. He came to Chile, and he was known as a very good free rider, free surfer, and he shows up in Chile and, mowed down a couple big names. So very impressive showing in Arica for the Arica Chilean Challenge, and here he is trying to hold it down for the local boys.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Look, the boys having a look at this, but letting that one go. 8 minutes remaining, Manny. We still have GT in first place. Alex Uranga in second, Charly Chapelet in third, and surprisingly, Ben Player in fourth. Still 8 minutes to go. Ben's got some work ahead of him. I think he finished second in his first heat, and so he doesn't want to finish fourth here. But yeah, he combined score of 12.4 in round one saw him get a second. As we know, that's 4 points. He's frantically waving his hand, asking about the score, and the commentators just updating the exact situation. So, and look at this one, Manny. It looks.
Oh, look at that right.
Yeah.
Again, we have rights and lefts being thrown out here at Les Arches, the beach break, actually reef break, the site, the venue of the Nissan Reunion Bodyboard Pro, brought to you by Continental, live, beautiful, sunny Reunion Island. This is day number 2 of competition. We've seen the trials go down, and this is it. This is the main event, the leaderboard rounds. The first 3 heats of the main event are in the leaderboard rounds, and so far it's been exciting.
It has. It's been, a few stories developing, Manny. There's a couple of guys who have some strong results, a couple of guys, who are going to be a bit nervous tonight. But we have Damien King. I think he finished second in his first round. He's next in the water against world champion Amaury Laverne, Jeff Denouy from France, and Pierre Batelet he's a local man, I believe. What it's saying there, he's from I believe he's from Reunion Island. Is that correct?
Charly Chapelet, oui. Pierre Bortelier, oui.
Oui?
Oui.
Merci beaucoup. And here we have Alex Uranga rolling out of this. Look, he's not playing it safe. He's doing very well. And then another. He's done it.
Okay, keep in mind this guy is doing what he's doing with a beat-up body.
Yeah, look, he needs a 5.5 to 5.55 to jump into first place. And let's have a look at this replay, Manny.
All right, so he goes straight off the top right there on the little bit on the mid part of the wave, and pulls off a nice roll. Stalls a little bit, hangs in the power zone. Then he finds a section, lets go of his legs, goes full speed, and goes for a oh man, I want to call it a backflip, but he spins around at the very bottom. So either way, Alex Uranga with a solid move on the inside right there. So this guy is amazing.
There he is. He needs a 5.55 for that to jump back into first place. Waiting for the scores to be locked in, but it may not be enough. But still 5 minutes remaining in a very important heat, and we had Ben actually catch a wave while we were watching the replay, and thankfully we got this. Look at this one building across him, and he's pulled in. I don't think he's coming out of there. And again, we have Ben Player sitting in fourth place. 5 minutes to go. Needs a 6.2. I don't think that wave will deliver it for him, but let's see what the judges say. But he's got his work cut out. He finished second in his first heat. He doesn't want to come fourth here. It'll put a bit of pressure on. So let's see what happens.
Okay, so currently leading the charge. We're still waiting for the scores from Alex and Ben to come down the pipe, and we'll just bring it up to date as soon as we get up to date with that. But the conditions pretty much have been the same throughout the day. A little bit more windy now, but not too much. The wind is actually affecting it, and not too bad because it is a crosswind, a cross shore, coming straight across from the southeast direction. And still good enough for the competitors to, show what they got.
Oh, most definitely. He said we have some action in the water. We have the local man, Charly, Chapelet, taking off on this one, using all his local knowledge to find the best part of the wave. And a nice, powerful roll, Manny. Can he ride out of that? He can. Look, he needs a 6.2 to move into second place. Let's see if he can deliver that. But and 6.9 to win. So it's a very open heat. Just under 4 minutes to go. Anyone can win it. But here we have Charly Chapelet's wave.
All right, Charly Chapelet, as you can see, he's coming to that inside section that everybody's been waiting for, setting up for. And he does the same, times it nicely, little late, but still pulls off a nice clean roll, clean maneuver. And Charly Chapelet getting his fourth wave under his belt. So Gilherme Tamega still holding on to first place. Alex Uranga in second. Charly Chapelet waiting for that last score to drop. And Ben Player, very uncharacteristic of Ben, sitting in that fourth place spot with less than 5 minutes to go. So he can still pull it off. 6.2 for the second and a 6.9 wave he needs for first. So still time.
Oh, if anyone can, BP can. He's 6.9 to get to first position. He's very capable of a 6.9 even in these conditions. So time short. He's less than 3 minutes now, but I'm sure Ben's sitting out there waiting for his opportunity, and hopefully he can pull something off. But at the moment, it's GT holding it down in first place. Alex Uranga in second. He needs a 5.55 to progress into first position. Charly Chapelet, his scores have dropped. He's still in third. He needs a 5.36 to move into second, or a 6.05 to move into first place. And then we have, as we said, we have Ben Player, 6.9 to move to first, 6.2 to get through. So 2.5 minutes to go, Manny. It's going to be an interesting couple of minutes.
Whew, anything could happen, so just sit and wait until these guys. Here we go, Ben Player coming to that inside section. What's he going to do? Oh, my, that was a pretty horrific attempt at, I don't know what it was, but Ben Player, I'm sure, is just shrugging his shoulders, duck diving. Look at that right he could have been on, just boom, but nope, wasn't in position. Ben Player, try and just get back out there and see what's going on and short-circuiting his systems. Ben Player in a very odd position, fourth place in round number 2 in this 3-round leaderboard system. So Ben Player, he has 6.2 or 6.9, which he needs to get in the next minute and a half. Is it possible?
Well,
of course.
It's possible. It's going to be tough, but I think that last wave, I don't think Ben will want to watch the heat replay on the YouTube channel tonight for that last one. It was a little bit forced, and he wouldn't be happy with that. And but the conditions are tough. And as you said, there's still a minute to go. Hopefully BP can get out there. But just a shout out to everyone that you are able to watch a full replay of every heat of today's action on the IBA YouTube channel. So youtube.com/IBA World Tour. And you can go there and it'll be a replay of every heat of today's action. So you can watch your favourite rider or your favourite heat from today. You can watch it again. So it'll be interesting to see the response to that, Manny, but it's a great development.
Awesome. I think a lot of people have been waiting for that. So if you haven't subscribed yet to the IBA World Tour channel on YouTube, make sure you do that ASAP. And that's where you're going to get the latest and greatest of the video highlights and the videos from the events throughout the entire year. So make sure you subscribe to the IBA YouTube channel. All right, a couple shout outs from Andrew, coming to us from Adelaide, Australia, I believe, saying, "Come on, Ben Player, you can do it." So we know you're watching, Andrew. Thanks for tuning in. And Joel Hennessy saying, "Rest in peace, Eddie. You will be missed." And yes, he will be missed. So thank you guys for tuning in, and a big shout out to everybody for being with us, joining us live from Reunion Island for the IBA Nissan Reunion Bodyboard Pro, brought to you by Continental, Manny V, and Greg Taylor, bringing you the live feed. That is the end of Heat 13, round number 2, with Gilherme Tamega on top and Alex Uranga in second, Charly Chapelet in third, Ben Player in a very uncharacteristic fourth place.
Thanks, Manny. I'm down here with Gilherme Tamega, winner of the last heat. Gilherme, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
It was pretty hard out there, hey? Quite blustery.
Yeah, super hard, super hard. I just want to do some, start the heat with some counting some waves, and did some rollos. And those 2 waves ended up being my best waves. Nobody got anything. I didn't catch nothing later, and super hard condition out there. Looks better from here, but over there is so much wind.
Right on, man. Otherwise, you're enjoying your time in Reunion?
Yeah, I always enjoy my time in Reunion. This place is magical. Great waves, the people are very nice. And I was looking forward to come back here, for sure.
Cool. Well, congratulations. I'll let you go relax in the hot tub. And do you want to say hello to your wife and kids at home?
Yeah, amor, te amo. Kim, Kiron, amo vocês. Mamãe, papai, Fred, Adriano, Cláudio.
Thanks, GT.